it has been a while, my pretties, since I last did a video on this. But today, I am going to be doing a different type of video. And this is going to be me stating, my reasons why I like this character. Not hate or anything. Now, before I get started, this is probably going to be a very unpopular opinion. Because I know this character, I feel that this character's been overhated. But like I said, I could be wrong. I know this character, yep, Bonnie, who happens to be, traveling with a group in season 2. However, in the 400 days, she was with a guy named Leland and a girl named Dee, who basically they were, survivors before she joined Carver's group in season 2. Now, yeah, that's Bonnie. That's who we're talking about. I mean, I personally thought Bonnie was a good character. I mean, yeah, she can be maybe just a little bit, snarky at times. I guess it depends on your choices in the game. But I'm honestly going to point out some reasons why I like this character. Now, like I said, if you don't like Bonnie, I respect your opinion. But I just feel that she's overhated, in my honest opinion. But like I said, that's just your opinion. And this is just my opinion, and if you disagree with me, that's fine too. Anyways, let's go up with top 5 reasons why she is, I personally like this character. So, yeah, we'll get started with that right now. Now, the reason number 1, I mean, this is a pretty much the only, one of the only first reasons that I personally like her, but as well as the other, characters, is that her accent in this is pretty amazing. I mean, her accent sounds like she's got like a bit of a southern accent or something because of the accent that she uses in this. Like, I mean, her accent really sounds a little bit like she's from Texas or something. I don't really know, but it's a southern accent, so we don't really know too much about, well, her backstory. We kind of really don't really know much about her, like Bonnie's life prior to the outbreak. But I heard that, in the 400 days, she had visited the White House in Washington at least once. And it is really likely that her mother had passed away at some point. But however, though, when she finds the cover behind the tractor during her story, she eventually looks up and she says the words, "Mama, watch over me." On separate occasions, Bonnie can mention to Clementine that she had never been to college or prison before, respectively. So we don't really know exactly about her life before the Walkers, but what's really surprising is I like her accent. I mean, her accent really fits the character pretty good. And that's one of the only reasons why I like her the most. But there are other for reasons why I like this character. Like I said, this is just my own opinion. If you don't like Bonnie, that's fine. I respect your opinion. Now, this is a second reason, and the fact that she, was, working with Carver, in episode 2 as well as episode 3, but eventually when Clementine, along with the cabin group and Kenny, they escape, Carver's camp, she joins them and she becomes, the good guys and joins their side. So, in all due reality, she was the one who pretty much appears in a house divided, which she was at the ski lodge scouting. However, though, when she comes back with Carver and they took Clementine's group back to them, she honestly then feels bad for what she did, because when she said this to Clem, she said that she felt bad of what happened back at house, because later reveals it when the group escaped. So I mean, she changed from being a badass, not really a badass villain, but kind of like one of those characters. It just doesn't really matter or anything, but it's just something about it that, I don't know. There was something about Bonnie being with Carver that always kind of pinpoints a reason, but I just can't seem to get it out of my tongue. But if anybody who is a Walking Dead fan knows it, they can let me know in the comments below. Anyways, let's go on with the next reason. Well, the third reason I can definitely say is that if you do choose to go help Luke, Bonnie will shoot the walkers. However, though, the one thing I could definitely say is that if you do choose to cover Luke, if Bonnie manages to pull herself up after from being drowned in the cold water, the relationship between Bonnie and Clem would become severed for the rest of the episode. And as Bonnie blames Clementine for not willing to save Luke when she's ordered Clementine to rescue him. However, if she went after, Luke, Bonnie would pretty much, you know, share, some things. But the fact that her relationship with Clementine, depending on your and choices, she's like kind of decent character in my eyes. But I honestly didn't think she was a bad character when I first played the game. So, in my honest opinion, I do really like to see the relationship with Bonnie and the fact that Luke was her ex-boyfriend. We honestly don't really know much if they dated before, which is most likely the case, but we don't really know when that was occurring, but it was around the must have been around the time before Clementine met up with them. So I like her personality, but I also like the fact that, depending on your choices of Clementine, she does, you know, like the idea of Clementine being a sweet girl, which of course Clementine's 11 at this time in the timeline of Telltale's The Walking Dead. She basically, states pretty good facts, but when she looked back on, the all the shit that she did with Carver, she ends up feeling regretful, but at the same time, she cares about for everybody's safety. Like when Luke got shot by, the Russians, like Arvo's group shot him in the leg, she seemed to have really care and have a heart for, everybody else in the group. Like she doesn't think of herself or anything else. She just seems to be, pretty, compassion with everything. And the fact that she does care for everybody, after Carver, she seems to care for everybody. And I really like the fact that she seems to care for everybody in the group, trying to look out for them as well. It's honestly pretty nice that she managed to do that. However, though, I could definitely say that right now that it's a pretty awesome and well made. And, the fact that, Bonnie does care for everybody. Like I said, this is depending on your choices on the game. But I really do love how she, cares about everybody. Not just Clem, but she cares about for everybody. Especially, AJ and pretty much if anybody was injured and stuff. So that was honestly something that I really gotta say was pretty epic. To see, Bonnie caring for everybody else as well. So I guess with that being said, let's get on with the final reason as to why I like this character. Depending on whenever she survives or not in the final episode of season 2, I kind of wonder what actually happened to Bonnie. It is revealed that, she was trying to escape with well, like people like Mike and Arvo. But I kind of wonder, what was she alive or dead? Unfortunately, that's a question we're not going to know, but it kind of makes me wonder about, about that. And I've always really have to say, depending on if she lives or not, I kind of have a fury as to, if Bonnie is still, alive. But I'd like to know if she is. The fact that, Bonnie honestly does know what she's doing, but, that she said, if you survive, if you go leave with Jane, Bonnie did mention that there was a lot of baby formula at House. So that was pretty something, I'm not gonna really lie. But at the same time, though, she does speak truthful and she seems to be speaking out the truth. However, when she was working with Carver, she did lie or something. I could be wrong, however. But at the same time, she hated to do the things that she did and she feels regretful for it. But like I said, Carver is an asshole, which I will be talking about him in another video, but that's for another time because in my honest opinion, the people that hate Bonnie, I do respect their opinion, but I really think they should just look at the positive sides about why Bonnie is a good character, not so much on the negatives. But yeah, like I said, that's just my opinion, but you know what I mean. I personally really think that, she's, a decent character in my eyes, but at the same time, that's just my opinion though, but I respect your opinion if you don't like her. Now, anyways, with that being said, yeah, if I'm missing any reasons as to why I like Bonnie, feel free to let me know in the comments below. And like I said, as long as you're being all respectful of my opinion on Bonnie, then it's all good. But in my honest opinion, overall, I feel that Bonnie is just overhated. And I'm sure some of you guys, or most of you guys, can agree with me that Bonnie is just really overhated. But like I said, I didn't think she's a bad character. She could have, yeah, I know there are some flaws of her, but they could be improved. But like I said, I mean, she was an alright character. Maybe not perfect 100%, but she was pretty cool. But yeah, anyways, I'd like to hear what you all think of Bonnie. Do you like her? Do you not like her? Do you think she's an okay character? Feel free to let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm the Lion Queen. I want to thank you so much for watching today's episode. And if you're new to my channel, feel free to leave this video a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. So that way you guys will not miss an upload. Be sure you ring the bell for notifications. So then that way you will get updates to, my newest videos. And as always, I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Peace out. And like always, please roll the outro because I'm out.